Hi, Rich. We'll cover a few notes on the Fallaway reverse. I think you did a really good job with that today. And then a little bit about the double natural turn, which is not in our imperial syllabus right now, but we did do that in the foxtrot in your showcase routine. But I found it, as I told you, in the old book, that it was still on the chart at that time, and it's given in the Waltz. So we'll also take a look at that. So the thing about your Fallaway was that you were opening up on step 3. I do it here in this small space, so you were getting really flat here, opening up the legs and flattening out. So what I had you do there was dance a hover and take the next step out in promenade, because we've been working on that, keeping your body towards the lady. But of course you're stepping in CBMP, so the thighs are closed. So that's the same thing that we have to do on the Fallaway. Remember that the promenade is moving forward in the V, and the Fallaway is moving backward in the V. So always the challenge is on the right foot if we're coming forward, or the left if we're going back, not to open up and lose the position with your partner. So if I were to do the hover and lose that, this would be a bad problem. Dance the hover and maintain the track that I'm on so that my legs are closed and my body towards the lady. So if I'm dancing a Fallaway, if I open up and open my legs on step 3, again, I'm in a bad position. So step 3 there needs to have the legs closed and step back into CBMP. So just be careful of that. The other thing we're having trouble with is getting the legs organized in a way that they're working together. We have talked about this some in the past on the reverse pivot, and of course the slip pivot is a reverse pivot, where what can happen very easily is that you simply move the leg by itself with no connection to the body weight, to the core, and to the other leg. And so when that happens on something that needs to be a fairly tight turn, you're on the inside of a turn, your legs need to work together, so it becomes very, very unstable. You just take the leg by itself. Now, I think I mentioned that Bill Irving used to talk about pulling a sixpence with his foot. And if you're trying to pull something, you're going to feel a little bit more tone in that moving leg. But also I need to feel that I'm using my spine, the movement of my spine and the standing leg to pull this leg. And I want to feel as though my legs are trying to stay together. We don't want the legs to work in such an independent way there. I know there's times that we have to think of the free swinging of the leg, but there is always an organization of the legs, always wanting to come back to the center, back towards each other. And I need to feel that organization both from my moving leg and my supporting leg. So one of my other students likes to think that someone is standing on his foot. That helps him to use the standing leg and to keep the proper amount of tone. So we'll have to keep working on that, because I don't think you've quite got the feeling for that yet. Another thing you can practice is just put your feet on the line, keep the weight on both feet, and turn. So you can start to feel as though you're using your tone through your leg muscles, and that you're not stepping with the feet. So those were the things on the Fallaway. Also making sure that that left arm doesn't fall forward. Sometimes when you were finishing your pivot, that left arm was pulling you forward. So again, we can work with the arms out to the side and keeping your sides up. Now going to the double natural. On the double reverse spin, where you're doing a spin to your left, and also the double natural spin, the lady is doing a heel turn. So you will be leading her to close her feet. So you will be stepping forward and coming around to the side. Remember, all your side steps commence as a forward swing. And I'm getting that early rise there, so whether I'm doing this in foxtrot or waltz, but we still get the early rise as I swing around my lady there. If I take it to the line of dance, let's say this is our line of dance, then what I want to do is turn 3/8 of a turn between 1 and 2. And now I have a half a turn as I complete my natural. I'll do this way. I don't know if I can fit this into this tiny space. So let's say that would be, this way maybe, that would be my line of dance, stepping forward. So I'm getting my 3/8 and then I'm getting my half. Now you're not used to spinning that way, so be going back to the beginning again, like when you learn your double reverse, being able to stay on the right leg. Now we need to stay on the left leg. And just like the double reverse spin, we have 2 steps and you maintain the weight and come out. I have to do the same thing on the double natural. Step right, I dance around my girl, and on the spin, the right foot is free to come out. Now, the other thing that's different here, besides turning to the right, when we do the double reverse spin, the lady moves around you and she crosses her legs into this position, but she's still in closed position. When we dance the double natural turn, she ends on the outside of you into your right pocket. I move the camera angle down so that you can see my feet now. So here's my line of dance. I'm going to go ahead and do the amounts of turn that are listed in the technique. So from here I'm going to make 3/8 of a turn between 1 and 2, and then a half a turn. My right foot will remain free. So it's right foot, left foot. You wait while the lady dances the wing, and then you step outside partner with the right leg. So as I'm dancing around my partner, as I complete my turn, the lady finishes on, let's say, the wrong side or the right side. So it's you could say a right side wing. I don't know that we've done a back wing where you take the lady on the outside, but it's the position of the back feather. So she is outside of me and then stepping out. So when the lady dances the double reverse spin, she's dancing back on her right foot and she's stepping around into the cross. So on the natural now she's doing the heel turn on the other foot. So she's doing her heel turn on her left foot. And then she's stepping around the man and ending with her right foot forward. Now, this is like a back wing position. The wing, she would be on the other side, stepping forward with the left. The end of the double natural, she's on the opposite side. Her thigh is against your thigh, and then she will step out. So you'll have to lead her, as you step around, you'll have to lead her into that pocket right here so you can step outside. This is in my old book because we don't presently have the double natural spin on the syllabus, but I did find it when I looked into the old one. So here you can take a look at it. If we move down here, you can see that the lady has a heel turn just like she does on the double reverse spin. You see the note there that the following step is taken outside partner with the right foot, and that you could repeat it. I think we won't worry about that right now. And there you see the amounts of turn broken down. You see that you're up, lowering at the end of 3. So that's all very similar to what you would normally do and do on your double reverse spin, except of course you're going the opposite way and you're ending with the lady outside partner in your right pocket. You see there's no sway. The count is 1, 2, and 3, just like your double reverse spin. This first amalgamation is a good one to practice. I think it's probably the most basic one. So if you dance 1, 2, 3 of a natural turn, then that would be underturned in order to dance the outside change. So we'll end that outside change moving into parallel position, not into promenade. You have always an option on an outside change that you could end it in promenade, but then you could not dance your double natural spin. So in this case, then the double natural spin will start outside partner. Finishing here, they're doing a closed wing, which we also have not done, but that's a really nice combination. It's like doing a wing on both sides. And then following with a telemark. Let's plan on the open telemark since we really have not worked on the closed telemark. So I'm trying to think if there's any other notes here that might help you. When we danced it in Foxtrot, I'm pretty sure that we danced it from the closed position and followed it with a feather step, so we underturned it. But here, maybe we'll just go ahead and work on this figure in the waltz for now. So I was happy to find that in the old book. He enjoys his cookie.